I just posted a sound test of my ID80 with some SA keycaps. I thought it sounded pretty thocky, but just last month I saw a new keycap set hit the Akko store, and I'd been looking to buy their keycaps for a little while now, so I decided to go for it. Previous Akko keycaps have either been clones of other popular keycap sets, or have just been a little too loud in terms of their colors for my tastes, until their new white on black PBT ASA keycaps, of course. Unboxing is pretty standard, but they do come in a carrying case, which is not common with keycap purchases. Sometimes you get plastic trays in between foam, and sometimes they'll just come in a bag. It's held closed by magnets, which are admittedly not very strong, but hey, it's a pretty good add-on to store some extra keycaps. One thing that might piss people off is that you may need to use a keycap puller to get them out of the case. I did it rows at a time, which was pretty efficient. They were nice enough to include a keycap puller, so if you don't already have 10 like I do, it's a pretty nice bonus. As someone who's a fan of SA Profile, especially for the sound signature it gives, its fatal flaw is definitely its discomfort near the top rows, which really bothered me during gaming sessions. I have long fingers, so I would start to form a claw shape over the WASD, and my hand would kind of cramp up a bit. That's where ASA Profile was really helping me. A great way to describe these keycaps are SA Profile, but shorter at the top and a little bit shorter in general. They still have good sound signature, not as deep as regular SA, but still giving that extra bit of thok. I'm happy to say that ASA Profile feels like a happy medium between SA and some more standard profiles like OEM and Cherry. Definitely taller, but they've got more consistent height between each row than normal SA, so this might be a good stepping stone for people looking to get into these taller profiles. The legends are pretty good overall. These are double shot. You can see in comparison with my dye sub PBT SA keycaps that the black letters are way darker and also much more crisp. Double shot at this price and this quality is pretty fire. These aren't perfect though. Some people won't be a fan of how the fours look. Others are going to look at the @ symbol and the B and think they're a little bit janky. As a graphic designer, I can't help but notice some inconsistent kerning, like in the F8 and F9. I can't expect this $60 set to look like a $120 set though, so you get what you pay for, but honestly it's better than anticipated. The texture is a nice matte PBT. They feel good. Hopefully they won't get too shiny with use, like ABS plastic will. Well, here's a sound test. I'm going to show my old keycap set so you can compare SA with ASA. Same config. ID80, broken in loop creams, and tons of sound dampening mods. I guess a comparable keycap set would be the Durock white on black SA set, but a full set of that will run you roughly $130. Another comparable set is Max Key SA white on black, which are actually ABS, and still roughly $120. So while those are nice, well-reviewed sets, they aren't cheap. A more affordable set will be the Novel Keys at HSA white on black, but they're slightly more expensive at $75, and they're shiny ABS, and they're sold out. I bought these during an Akko sale, so I got them for $50 for a full set plus their white accent keys. Normally, these are $60, which, to be honest, I still think is a sweet deal for this quality and the amount of keys, and the fact that as long as they're in stock, you're looking at roughly 3 weeks to a month for processing and shipping since they're coming from China. Final thoughts? These are perfect keycaps for a mid-range build. The extra 50 or 60 bucks you're saving versus buying an expensive keycap set could go a long way in other parts of any build. Instead of Gateron yellows, being able to afford ink blacks. Instead of browns, you get bobas. Instead of a plastic case, you could upgrade to metal. Instead of a polycarbonate plate, you could get brass, etc., etc. If you're okay with slightly imperfect but still pretty solid keycaps, I say save the money and go with these. Anyway, thanks for watching if you made it this far. This YouTube channel is incredibly new, so it'd be a great opportunity for you to be a trendsetter and sub early. I'll give you all the brownie points you want forever. Regardless, don't be a stranger.